So I've spent the last couple of days working on recording some podcast episodes. There were some issues with the audio, so I tried exporting it again. I converted it from an MP3 to a WAV file, and the audio still wasn't great, so I changed microphones and recorded again. So I'm gonna send these along and see if they pass inspection before I do anything more. But that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days. I also started a new book by Clive Cussler called The Chase. This is an Isaac Bell novel. Isaac is one of Clive Cussler's protagonists that he has a series for. Isaac is set in like the 1910s, and what was super cool about the beginning of this book is he has a scene set in Rhyolite, Nevada, which we visited 2 years ago when we were here, when we visited Death Valley National Park. We drove through Rhyolite, we saw the kind of ruins, we saw the bottle house, so that was pretty neat to be able to know exactly what he was talking about, to be able to envision it, so that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna send off what I just recorded in a new program with a different mic, and hopefully that goes well, so I can record episode 2 and get these podcasts going, because I think that it's an easy way to kind of make a little extra cash. Not to put too fine a point on it, but that's kind of the goal. The podcast is called Birdscape. It's about backyard bird feeding. So hopefully that'll get some interest, especially as we move into spring. Okay, so I'm gonna send this along, this WAV file, and then I am going to read. I also have Valentines that I need to start writing out so I can get mailed. They're cute little Snoopy ones. So that's also on the agenda this week. Yeah. So that's what I've been up to. I'll see you later. Well, I got a little frustrated with my recording. It's difficult to record in a campground. There's lots of extraneous noises and stuff like that. So I have to re-record something. But that's fine. I took a break from recording yesterday, and I finished reading The Chase by Clive Cussler. I had not read this one before. It was definitely a page turner. The Isaac Bell ones are set in like the 1910s, and he's a private detective. Isaac Bell is not a protagonist or a series that I read regularly, so it was definitely a little bit different and fun to read. So now that I have finished that one, which I got at Goodwill while we were here, I'm moving to another Goodwill purchase, which is J.D. Robb's Dark in Death. This is an Eve Dallas series, so I have read these before. I really like them. So Kirk is in a meeting right now, so that means I'm trying to kind of be quiet and stay out of his way. So I'm going to start reading this, and I might take a walk because it's a beautiful day, but I will let you know anything else that we get up to. Okay, we're checking out the swap meet. It's held every Saturday from 7 to 2. And we've driven past the sign for it multiple times, so we're gonna check it out. Okay. Yesterday we went to the swap meet, and I have to tell you, I just felt uncomfortable there. There were tons of guns, and I tried to take a picture of somebody's display of honey because it was really pretty, and he had all kinds of different like scents, infusions, flavors, whatever you want to call it, and he didn't like that, so I didn't film anything there. Then we had lunch at Denny's, which was delicious, and got some groceries, and when we got back I read, because this J.D. Robb book, Dark in Death, was so engrossing. It was so good. It was so neat to see the protagonist try and get in the mindset of the antagonist, because the antagonist had kind of flipped her reality around. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I thought about it last night after I finished it. I was up just spinning thoughts in my head about the book the night before. So J.D. Robb's Dark in Death is, I don't know, I have to say it's a must read. And this is a whole series focusing on a lieutenant and her partner, and they have a homicide team. They're really good. It's set in the future, which is interesting. So yeah, this is a good series by J.D. Robb, the Death series. Today we have the Super Bowl party at the Cigar Lounge we're going to. We have barbecue sauce, crushed pineapple, and little smokies in our crock pot to take along with us. They're providing a taco bar, so we're gonna go there for the game. It should be fun. We're gonna grab a shower at some point before we go, and it's still really early, so I figured I might as well start a new book. So I'm starting The Party House by Lynn Anderson. This is what the back cover says. A small community with big secrets. Devastated by a recent pandemic brought in by outsiders, the villagers of Blackrig in the Scottish Highlands are outraged when they find out that the nearby estate plans to reopen its luxury party house to tourists. As animosity sparks among the locals, the property's hot tub is damaged, and in the ensuing chaos, the body of a young girl is found in the wreck. Alyssa Cummings went missing 5 years ago, never to be seen again, until now. The excavation of Elisa's remains reignites old suspicions cast on the men of this small community, including Greg, the estate's gamekeeper. At the beginning of a relationship with a new lover, Joanne, Greg is loath to discuss old wounds. Frightened by Greg's reaction to the missing girl's discovery, Joanne begins to doubt how well she knows this new man in her life. Then again, he's not the only one with secrets in their volatile relationship. So that should be interesting, and I will let you know what I think of it. So I'm gonna get to reading.
We got this from the Mexican store in town. So right across the street is, I think, the only but also the best Mexican store. They have all the that kind of style stuff, and why try to redo it when somebody's already doing it better than you?
Right on.
So
we just got back from the Super Bowl party at the Cigar Lounge. It was so much fun. There was so much food. We bought some cigars, and we won a raffle. I won this ashtray, and I'm really excited about it. I love the color. So yeah, we're home safely. Had a good time. We have full bellies, and now we're having a fire pit before bed. I hope you've enjoyed spending this week with me. If you did, give me a big thumbs up, please. That would help me very much. How about commenting where you're watching from and if you are an RVer as well? Alright, that's it for this week. I'll see you next week as I live my life in a Lance.